Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, I am going to be doing a review slash wear test on the new Morphe foundation. This is a new foundation they came out with, and it does retail for $20. It is called the Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. So if you guys want to know my thoughts on this foundation and you want to see how it applies, then just keep on watching. As usual, I did prime my lid with my Bobbie Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And then for the center of my face, I used my Timeless smoothing primer because I do need something to fill in my pores. So that's what I have as a primer, and honestly I love the combination of these two together. So of course I want to prime as I usually do and give this foundation a fair shot. So I am going to be testing and reviewing the new Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation. It's a long-wearing, oil-free, natural finish foundation. Hydrates skin and blurs imperfections for the ultimate soft focus look. It's also infused with hyaluronic acid, a skin smoothing moisture booster, vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, glycerin, a hydrator for a healthy looking glow. I love all its claims, and I love that it has skincare benefits to this as well. And I did get the shade Filter Medium 9. So I really do hope this is my foundation shade. And on Morphe website, it does have 40 shades available, so that's awesome. Great undertones. It's just a little hard to pick out a shade. I did get mine at Ulta, and I do believe if you buy this on either Ulta or Morphe, you do end up getting a free brush, which actually when I went to go buy this at Ulta, they didn't give me it. I believe they actually ran out of those brushes, so that's okay. I have like millions of brushes, but I will leave a picture right here of the brush that they do give you, so just in case you guys are curious. And it doesn't say this has to be used with a brush or sponge. It can be with either or. So I'm actually just going to be using my Love is the Foundation brush from IT Cosmetics. And also the other thing I do have on are my eyebrows. I had to at least do something with them. So let's go ahead and open up this foundation. Okay, let's do the bottom, if I can do that. Okay. This is how the bottle looks like. It's so nice, and it is glass, so I'm afraid that I might drop this. I am pretty clumsy. Ooh. I think we can make this work, so let's see. I'm just gonna shake it up. It has a nice pump to it as well. So let's go ahead and pump some in the back of my hand. So I'm gonna do 2 pumps to start off with. Ooh, it might be a little bit too light. I am the worst at picking out my shades. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this in a stippling motion. So this shade is a bit too light for me. I would have to go maybe a shade darker, but we can make it work. So it does feel nice on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. Because my Huda Beauty foundation that I tested out, like I want to say 2 videos ago, you can feel that foundation. It was pretty heavy and thick. This one just feels soft. And there's really no fragrance to it. I did hear someone say that this foundation oxidized on them, so I don't know if that's gonna be the case with me. If it does, awesome, and then I don't have to get another shade. But if anything, I can just bronze it up with my bronzer. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit closer. It's definitely medium. I still see some of my blemishes peeking through. That's okay though. I'm gonna put what was left in the back of my hand onto the other side of my face. And I am pressing this into my skin. I'm not really rubbing. Now I'm just bringing it down to my neck. I do noticing balling up right here. This could be from my Tarte primer. Maybe this foundation doesn't agree with it. But I am gonna have to go in with another pump just for my forehead. I did half a pump. And it's definitely not clinging on to my dry rashes I have on my face right now. So that's awesome. Definitely wish I got a darker shade. All right, and I'm gonna try the full coverage claim. So I'm gonna add a half a pump again to the back of my hand. And I'm just gonna apply this on the areas that I need more coverage in. So like right here. And then right here. That definitely doesn't look bad. So of course I'm continuing with the patting motions. All right, looking closely in my mirror, it looks like it's just sitting on top of my skin. I mean, it could just be me, but I don't know how I feel about that. It's just sitting on top of my nose too. Huh. Let me zoom you guys in so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Hopefully you guys can catch this as well. But you see how it looks on my nose? Make it a little closer. It just looks like it's just sitting on there. And now that I'm looking at it like closely, it is just clinging on to some of the areas on my nose. And here's my forehead, so I'm gonna zoom you guys out. Here's my cheeks. And like right here, you can just tell as well that it's just sitting on here. I don't know. Zoom you guys back out. I don't know, you guys. I don't know how I feel about this one. I guess I'm gonna have to wait and see how it performs throughout the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup. And I'll pop back on so I can show you how everything looks put together. Okay, you guys, I just finished my makeup. It did take a little longer than I expected, but it's because I just filmed this eye look for you guys. Keep an eye look for this look. I did use my Urban Decay Wild West palette for this look, so stay tuned for that. It is about 1:22 in the afternoon. This is the time, 1:22. And overall, at first I didn't like the initial application, but now that I'm looking at it with everything on my face and set with my powders and my setting spray, which if you guys are curious on what I'm using on my face, I will leave everything listed below, so check that out. Everything looks very, very beautiful. I honestly take back what I said in the beginning. I do wish it did get a little bit of a darker shade, but that's okay. Bronzer helps a lot when you get like a lighter shade in what you usually are. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. Okay, so this is what my face looks like. Everything looks good so far. My nose doesn't look like how it did in the beginning, so that's a plus. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys back out. Alright, you guys, so I will do a check-in by the end of the night to show you guys how everything looks by the end of the day, and if anything's moving, or if I see anything drastically change throughout the day, I will pop back on to show you guys. But other than that, I will be back by the end of the day and show you how everything looks. Alright guys, I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, and I'm back for my final thoughts on this foundation, and they're not good. So let me go ahead and tell you what time it is. It is 7:06. And I have a lot to say. I absolutely do not like this foundation. I do think that I have tried better, and I have better, especially from e.l.f., like my CC cream and my Huda foundation stick. And this is just not it for me, you guys. I'll go ahead and zoom you guys in and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and start with my forehead. I don't know if you guys can catch it on camera, but I can definitely see it in person. But I'm starting to crack a lot right here, and it's settling into my fine line I have right here across my nose. And my foundation, because I did have to step out real quick to go grab some stuff. Completely rubbed off from right here and right here. And on my cheeks, it's definitely emphasizing my pores. And the worst part, I will show you guys, is this. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like lifting from my skin and the coverage is completely gone from right here. And I don't know if it's lifting or just sinking into my skin, and it's just emphasizing things on my face I never knew I had. So it's completely faded away right here. The only thing I've reapplied was my lipstick, of course. And then I have foundation right here missing, but that's honestly normal just because I did eat. But I'm missing a patch right here. And right here on my breakout, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's definitely emphasizing that. And the same thing from this side is happening to this side. And I am a bit oily, and then it did fade right here on my forehead, like it's going away. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys back out, and this is only wearing it for 6 hours, you guys. Imagine if you're wearing it for a longer period of time, especially if you're going to work and having a mask on, then it will completely have worn off and you probably would have looked like a grease ball, unfortunately. Also, I did change my shirt to get in something more comfy, if you guys are curious. But yeah, this is definitely not my favorite foundation, and I am gonna go ahead and return this because I honestly don't see myself reaching for it at all, and I most likely will not recommend this to anyone, especially if you're oily. Stay away from this. This is not a good foundation, at least for me. Everyone's skin's different, but for me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and just return this foundation. It's not worth the $20 when you can go ahead and grab the e.l.f. CC cream. Is way better. Trust me, you guys. And if you guys did try out this foundation, please let me know in the comment section below how you feel about it and how you like it. I definitely want to know your guys' opinions on it. So I'm sorry this review ended up on a bad note, but honestly, it just looked horrible on my skin. Feel bad for saying that, but if you guys love this foundation and it worked for you, I'm so happy for you guys, but for me personally, it did not. So that completes my review. If you guys love this video and want to see more foundation reviews, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, comment below. Also hit that subscribe button before you leave and join our fam. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.